Hello, it's me, Barbalicious. How you guys doing? Hi. Tonight I'm gonna do some chicken and spaghetti for supper. So I'm just gonna work on rub right now to put on my chicken legs. So I'm going to put, I just got a Ziploc bag here so I can put all my ingredients into, but this doesn't, the cap don't want to come off of this bad boy. I'm just gonna put some soy sauce in here, like so. Some garlic powder, some paprika. Throw in about a tablespoon of each. The soy sauce I put in about 1/4 cup to 3/4 cup. Got some sage here, onion powder, last and not least, poultry seasoning. Put that in there too. Mixy, mixy, mixy. And then all I do is take my chicken legs, throw them all in the bag. This you can do up really early in the day, and then you can set them in the fridge if you want and let them marinate, or you can just do what I'm doing and marinate them as I'm going. I have them on a paper towel here, so I like just this area here is like infected. So when I'm done clean up, I only have to clean this one area. And then I'm just gonna mix this all in the bag, like so. And then I've got a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. So once it's all mixed up, like so. And I've only ever used this one hand. I haven't used this hand yet to touch the chicken with, so that's good too. So there's all my marinated pieces. They're seasoned pieces, I guess. They're not marinated. Take them out. Put them on my cookie tray. Then I'll just clean up my hands. I'm gonna put these in the oven at 425, roughly about 35 minutes or so. So I'm gonna put them in the oven, clean up my hands, sanitize my spot, and then I'm gonna start making my pasta. Okay, so I am back and I'm going to make some pasta. And what I do is it's a spaghetti carbonara, something like that. I'm not very good with pronunciation, but anyways, I'm gonna make it and it's gonna be fabulously good. So I'm just gonna put a cup of flour down, like so. Make a bit of a well here. You can do this in a bowl too, up to you. This is just how I do it because it's fun that way. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Haha. Anyhow, I'll move it over. There we go. It's a good thing I got a cameraman. So I'm just gonna crack both eggs, break the yolk down. Crack both eggs in there. Then you just mixy mixy. Folding in a little bit of flour at a time. Don't want to break the well because you don't want to get the stuff everywhere, but you want to incorporate everything like so. And then you just form it into a ball. And that's it. There's pasta. Yummy, hey? So I just get everything combined like so. And there we go. I'm just going to form it into a ball. Knead a little bit. It's a little sticky, but it'll get, because you got so much flour down here, you just got to work it. Work it. See? just like that. And you see how I got my pasta machine here. You can also hand roll this out by hand if you really wanted to, if you don't have the pasta machine. They did it that way before. Used to roll it out by hand. To this, right now, when the pasta is like this, you can add seasoning to this too, you know. Like you can add oregano and parsley, or oregano and basil. Italian seasonings. You can add spinach to this. You can add food coloring if you wanted to make it a different color. Garlic to it if you want to give it like a garlicky, tasty pasta. This is when you want to do it, is right now. Adding whatever you want to it for seasoning and stuff, if you want to. I just like a plain Jane. Okay, so it's all combined like so. Just gonna move this over. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour here in my measuring cup because I have to come to this. You want it on the biggest setting. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour in here just so the spaghetti or the pasta doesn't stick to it. Now you can let this rest for a few minutes if you want, like 15-20 minutes just to get the stuff all going, or you can manage it right away. I'm just gonna manage it right away. So, put it through the machine. And as you can see, it goes through and it's not very pretty, but that's okay. Put it in again. If I would have let this sit for a little bit, it would go through way nicer. But I'll just let the machine do the work for me. So there, see? And once you put it through, move it down a notch. Put it through again. Like so. Move it another notch. Put it through again. And mind you, right now I have my chicken cooking in the oven as I'm doing this, right? So, do this again. So, okay. And then the last notch. Like so. And I'm going to put it over here like this. I'm just going to put a little bit of flour on it so it doesn't stick or dry out a little bit, which is fine if it does dry out. So I'm just going to continue on doing this other batch, and then I'll show you how I'm going to cut it when I get back. Okay, so I am back and I got 3 little sheets of spaghetti, which is plenty. So I'm just going to flour it up here. What I'm going to do is, like in my machine I could have did spaghetti or like linguine, I think is how you say it. But this I'm going to do just like a little bit of a bigger noodle. So I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to roll it like this. Just roll it up very loosely. No pressure, just as loose as goosey as you can get. Take your knife and just cut it to the thickness that you want. There you go. And then you just unroll it like so. And there you go, and you got spaghetti noodles. Just make sure you've got a lot of flour. Not a lot, but enough that you can coat the noodles with the flour, because you want to unroll these. This is what's time consuming, is unrolling these so they don't stick together. Because if you put any pressure on them, then you're just going to get them all stuck together. So that's why you loosey-goosey. You just get some flour on them. And I'm just going to put them on the plate over there on the side. And I've got, behind me on my stove, I have water boiling. And then once it gets just about to the boiling point, I'm going to add salt to it because you want to season it like salt water, right? I've got another frying pan heating up for the dressing for this. And I just flipped over my chicken. It's been in there for about 10 minutes or so. So everything's coming along quite nicely. So here we go again. Did up my other batch. Here. Gonna unravel it. See, it's thicker than linguine. I just do different things with it. However thick you want. You can even go thinner if you wanted to. I don't care. So sometimes I do it like this. I coat it, make another little batch over there. With this here, flour it. Flour it. Gotta roll it. Loosey-goosey. And then when I'm cutting too, I try to use a very sharp knife. And I don't put any pressure on my hands. I'm just holding it so the pasta won't move. There's no pressure. The only pressure is basically me putting on the knife trying to go through the pasta, right? But it's little to no pressure. And this is the hardest job right here, is unraveling it. Now these ones here, if you want to cut these in half, you could too, right? Because if you find them a little bit too long, but whatever. If you want to sit and slurpy. So there we go. 3 servings of pasta. So I'm just gonna clean up my mess here and then move to the timing, and we'll start on the sauce and all that. Okay, so I'm back working on this side. My water is just almost coming to a roaring boil, so I'm just gonna add salt to it like so. Let it continue on doing its thing. I got a pan here preheated. To that, I am going to add some bacon to it. So I just got my bacon here. Just take a bunch of it. And finely, well, not finely chop it, but cut it up. So there we go. I'm going to add it to my pan. I'm just going to cook this up. Now, I'm going to add just a tad of oil, like a tablespoon, if that. Yeah. And I'm going to cook this up. And when it gets about halfway cooked, you want to do it. Like so. So I'm just going to cook this up. I'll tear it up. You don't need to watch me fry bacon. But I'll just continue on frying it, and then when it's fried, I'll come back. So my chicken's been in here for about a half an hour. And as you can see, like right here, this one here, how it's coming off the bone, like so. And like this one's off the bone too. That's an indication that they're almost cooked. Like I would say they're cooked, but I'm still gonna cook them for about another 10 minutes or so, not even. But so yeah, so I have them at 425 and they've been in there for about half an hour. That's what they look like. Yummy. So I'm just gonna put them back in the oven, like so. My bacon is crisp here. And it's let off a lot of bacon juice. But that's what I want, because that's what's going to season the spaghetti, is this bacon juice. So I want to keep it all in the pan. And to this now, I'm going to add, I got 3 cloves of garlic here. So I'm going to add those in. I'll just give them a little, you can chop them up or use this little machine here if you have one. So, like so, and I got my water boiling over there. So that's going to cook. My water's boiling here. So to it, I'm gonna add this pasta. Now this pasta, because it's fresh pasta, literally will only take like a minute or so to cook because it's fresh pasta, right? So it doesn't take long to cook. So have a little spoon here, slotted spoon. Just gonna give it a stir here. This I'm gonna turn down just a tad because I don't want to burn my garlic and stuff. I'm losing a slipper here. I'm losing my granny slipper. I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil into here so the pasta doesn't stick. And as soon as I added it to it, it quit boiling, which is fine too. Now I'm gonna get a bowl out. I'm gonna crack 2 eggs. You do an egg per person. Do that. I'm gonna grab a porridge. Give this a stir up, like so. So roughly about an egg per person. You don't have to do an egg per person, but I'm going to. I'm going to grab this out too. You'll see why in a second. Put this back on the burner. You can smell the garlic and the bacon. Bacon's nice and brown and cold and delicious, which is yummy. My pasta's done. I'm just going to shut my oven off because my chicken's cooked. Okay, so now all I do, so what I'm going to do is just transfer. So my pasta is done. Here. I'm just going to transfer it over to the pot. Transfer over the pot. There you go. Going to add, I got my bacon and I've got my garlic. I've got this turned down to like about a 5, which is good. I'm going to stir it up in there like so. Yummy, yummy. Now I'm going to add Parmesan cheese. I've got powdered and I've got shredded. You can add whatever kind of cheeses you want. This is just what I have on hand. So that's what I'm going to add. Now, I took out this little spoonage here because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of this pasta water into my egg mixture and I'm going to stir it because I'm going to temper it. Because I don't want scrambled eggs, I want to warm the egg. So once you've got the egg warmed in here with the pasta water, and you don't have scrambled eggs, just put your finger in there and say, yeah, it's warm. Now you're going to add this to the spaghetti, and that is going to give it its sauce with the cheese. And it looks like you added a cream sauce to it, but you didn't. You just added egg. A creamy, eggy sauce. There you go. That is done. So you remove it from the heat. So it's like really looks gooey, like you added a sauce to it. It's not. It's just the egg mixture that you added to it. And because you didn't scramble it, you tempered it, it turns it into a creamer, like a cream, like a custard, kind of. So that's what you have. So that's that. So now I'm going to plate my food up and I'll show you what it all looks like when it's all plated. Plated food, my noodles, my chicken, and a homemade bun. There you go. Okay, so they ate their food. And the reviews were, don't make that again. No, it wasn't their bag. They didn't really like it too much. But whatever, something to tweet with, something to work with, something different. Got to experiment once in a while. So thanks. Bye.